Hi, I'm Natalie McNeil, and you are watching She Takes on the World TV, your weekly dose of soaring inspiration and practical advice to turn your small business into something big. Today's episode is all about patience, and one architect whose legacy can be seen all over the beautiful city of Barcelona. That architect is Antoni Gaudí. While Gaudí has many great works around Barcelona and has influenced so many other architects around the world, I want to focus for a minute on one work in particular, La Sagrada Familia. You probably recognize it. Construction started in 1882, and Gaudí worked on it until his death in 1926. It was about a quarter finished when he died, but he left behind very detailed plans for the construction, knowing that he would likely have to pass the torch for others to carry on building that church to its fullest glory and the vision that he had for it. Although not even complete yet, it is remarkable and one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. Everywhere you look, there are just these fine details that wow you and take your breath away. Construction continues today, and many people are working hard to finish it by 2026, 100 years after his death. On a recent visit, I was learning about every small detail and how it mattered in the grand scheme of things. And the streams of light. The light was one of the things Gaudí spent a lot of time planning, and it is so captivating. It made me think so much about devotion, and I couldn't help but wonder how Gaudí had that kind of patience to focus on every little detail and sometimes redo things again and again to get them perfect. I also reflected on what a visionary you have to be to continue countless hours on something you know probably isn't going to be completed in your lifetime, and something you're not even going to get to see finished according to your plan. There's just something about that I find so beautiful, and also something about it that terrifies me a little bit too. I practically had to be kicked out of the church because it was closing and I wasn't allowed to sleep inside. I was just so in awe. When I left, my immediate thought was whoever said practice makes perfect may have been a little off. From looking at this work in progress, I would say that patience makes perfect. And that, my friends, is the message I wanted to share with you today. I can be the most impatient person in the world, but walking out of Sagrada Familia reminded me to keep the bigger vision in my mind and in my heart, and focus on the contribution that I want to make to something bigger, and just trust that it's all unfolding perfectly. Now, I want you to consider this important question as your actionable this week. What would the masterpiece version of your business be if you could completely focus on every single little detail? What kind of experience would you create? How would it look? How would it feel? We're entrepreneurs. That means that our time is precious and we don't have decades and decades to make every itty-bitty detail perfect. But this kind of thinking can help you focus on what details you really want to get right, that will make your work unique and memorable and illustrate your devotion to what you do. Then consider how you can bring others on board with your vision so that you can work on creating your masterpiece even if it takes time. I'm a big believer in getting something out there and perfecting it as you go, which is exactly what Gaudí did. You have to start somewhere, but keep that bigger masterpiece vision in your mind's eye. I want to leave you with a passage from A Course in Miracles. Now you must learn that only infinite patience produces immediate effects. Thanks so much for watching this episode, and I hope you'll share it with someone who might need to hear this message. I will see you next time on She Takes on the World TV. I hope you loved the episode of She Takes on the World TV you just watched as much as I loved making it for you. I've got so much more inspiration and practical advice, plus fun worksheets to do in my upcoming book, The Conquer Kit, a creative business planner for women entrepreneurs. Pre-order the book and get amazing free bonuses at theconquerkit.com.